Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Wanted to get on here today with June lifestyle favorites. And I'm going to start with skincare, and I vlogged that this morning. So I'm going to jump to that vlog and show you my skincare. Okay, so I thought since I have quite a bit of skincare and a lot of it is morning skincare, I would just go ahead and do it with you. I'll start with nighttime. Let's start with nighttime. I have one new product at night that I am really liking, and it is the Osmosis Stem Factor Growth Factor Serum. I'm on my second bottle of a growth factor. I had the ZO and now I'm using the Osmosis. I'll tell you what a growth factor supposedly does. Growth factors help rejuvenate the skin, renew skin cells, shown to improve fine lines and wrinkles, improve texture, and add hydration. Yeah, I want all that. And what I like about this one, I love the packaging of it. I love the pump. And with this pump, it's nice because I can control how much comes out. I could do half a pump. It spreads really nice. It's lasting longer than my ZO did, and I'm really liking it. I'll replace this when this one's done. Okay, and then all of my next ones are copper. And I'm just going to say all of these came from Pensmith Skincare. My next three favorites came from Pensmith Skincare. And when I started researching copper after she started talking about it, I got real excited. It says here, copper peptides can rejuvenate skin cells in aging tissue, boosting the production of collagen and elastin. They speed up skin remodeling. Levels of these structural proteins naturally decrease with age. And by increasing the amount available in the tissue, the skin can regain elasticity and strength. Levels of these structural proteins naturally decrease with age. And by increasing the amount available in the tissue, the skin can regain elasticity and strength. Protect skin cells, reduce inflammation, increase hair growth, tighten loose skin, protect skin cells from UV radiation, improve skin firmness. Yeah, I want in on that. So I bought three. The first one I picked up was this Niode Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist. Pen loves this, and so does Graceful Beauty. So picked this up, and it is a mist that I use morning and night. It's got some copper in it, and the Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide, I believe, is a free radical scavenger. And this product fights oxidative stress, water loss, the look of inflammation. It's derived from yeast, which is supposed to be real brightening. That's what's in essences. So that's when I started kind of thinking of this as a very powerful kind of an essence that you spray on your face that's got copper, antioxidants. It's just got a ton of good stuff in it. I'm going to show you how I use it. Let me pull my hair back, pull my bangs back. And then I do this in short spurts. I feel like it gets my face the best instead of big mists. That's kind of why I wanted to vlog this. Okay, I'm going to show you. Yeah, I get a real nice even mist all over my face and neck. All right, next I have two serums, and these are both copper again. And the first one I'll talk about is the one I'll put on with you. And it's this Niode Copper Amino Isolate Serum 2:1. And I think the reason they call it, I'll say 2-1, is because this is 2 parts GHK, which is the copper molecule, I believe, and 1% copper. So they have to be different, but I can't find out why. But anyway, this comes in 2 bottles. I'll pretend it's these 2, but it's not. It comes in this bottle and a smaller bottle, and this is the GHK part, and you pour the copper into it. You just pour those together, shake it up really good, and then this is what you're left with, and this is what we're going to put on this morning. It's a blue serum. Very watery. So I take it out and then cup my hand. And then, I mean, it goes in there like water. And then to put this on without losing any of it, I go around in it. Okay, I'm going to turn away from you for a second. And I'm putting it on my forehead. Still have my hand cupped. Okay, and then I'm just going to pat it in there real careful. It's like water. So it spreads real easy. Now let me say about copper, what I've learned is you cannot use this when you're using tretinoin or a vitamin A product. So this has to go on days that I'm not using my retinols, because I use my retinols in the morning. If you've been following me, I use them in the morning to keep them out of my eyes, So I do this on days off for my tretinoin. I do my tretinoin about 3 times a week, and I do this every other day. Then I also have the copper peptide. It's the buffet plus copper peptides 1% by the ordinary. The reason I have this one is because when I'm using my tretinoin, I use this at night. I pretty much use this every night. This ordinary almost. And then I use, in the morning, I use the Niode on days off for my tretinoin. I hope that makes sense. I'll kind of leave some notes down below. But anyway, I'm loving these. And I love this serum. It was like $26. Now this has 1% copper. And this has that 2% GHK, 1% copper. But this was only $26. And this was like maybe around 100. I can't remember. But this was about 26, and this has the 1% copper plus a ton of other peptides in it. So I love this. And I honestly like the feel of this gel better than this one. So I'll show you. It's blue, and then it's thicker. It's like a gel. It's like a liquid gel. Much less runny. And I enjoy that more than I enjoy this one, but I love how powerful this one is. And next, I'm going to move on to a couple of jewelry pieces. And these are by Kendra Scott. Kendra Scott is my absolute favorite. I always find something. And this is, hold on, the Ivy earrings. And they've got the little blue stones on them. I think they have other choices for the stones. I know they do on the necklace I'm going to show you. Hold on. I'm going to put this on with my workout top. And it's those. I think those are so beautiful, y'all. I love them. And then a necklace that matches this really, really well. This is called the, hold on. Okay, I printed out my sheet and forgot to get it off the printer. And this is called the Margot Statement Necklace. Now, when I was linking this, I saw another one I liked even better than the blue stones, but that's just a preference. This is so cute. It lays so cute. And you can do either the blue side or the silver side. I do love that silver. Is my camera flashing? Okay, and then it fits like that. It just lays so pretty, and I love how sturdy that is, and it's bendable, so you can make it bigger or smaller. And then that's the silver side. I'll probably wear the silver side more than any, but I think those are so beautiful. All right, and then next I have a couple of pairs of tennis shoes, and they're both Brooks, and one is more supportive and one is more relaxed. And I will tell y'all, Brooks are the best shoes for support. Well, I don't know if they're the best, but they're one of the best. When I had ankle surgery in 2015, my surgeon had a display of Brooks in his office, and he said Brooks, because I was going to the gym all the time at that point. And he said, yeah, you need to stay in Brooks running shoes. So I have this pair, and it's the gray with the pink, and these are real supportive. And these are GTS XX. These are so comfortable, y'all, and I can feel the good support. And on Brooks, they come with this extra hole. Maybe all shoes do, I don't know, but it comes with that extra hole. And when you lace it up through this hole up here, it gives extra ankle support. These are so comfortable, and I love those. Then I also got these, and I love the look of these, and these are really comfortable. There's less support in these. I would usually use this more on a treadmill or an elliptical, and these I use when I do weights. And these are just very soft, like they've got a soft, real soft side. They have a lot of give to them. And these are also so comfortable. And these are the Glycerin 18s. I love to throw these on when I'm, like today, I'm wearing workout clothes all day. If I was going to run down to the store, I would throw these on. They're just so comfy for streetwear and lifting weights. Okay, then I have several perfumes that I wanted to include in here, but y'all, I have so many favorites for perfumes. That deserves its own video, so I'm going to do a perfume favorites for the month. If you're on my Instagram, you saw that coming. I'm loving fragrance. I will, though, in this, give you a little sneak preview of my top 2 for the month. The first one is this Guerlain Spiritueuse Double Vanille. I'm not going to go into it a whole lot because I'll put it in my perfume favorites, but this is a smoky, woody vanilla, and I wear this at night, and it is so intoxicating. I'll spray it on my arms very lightly. Last night, it just took 2 sprays, and then I'll cover it up with the covers over my head and just let it envelop me all over. It is warm and cozy and woody. And then it dries down to a not too sweet vanilla. It's intoxicating, almost boozy, beautiful. And then my next one I love just as much as this one is the Xerjoff Lyra. And this is a orange vanilla. When my son smelled this, I had him smell this. He said, yeah, that smells great, like a dreamsicle. It is orange and vanilla. This is the one I have on today. Now, I'll tell you, on my skin, it does last pretty well. I would say 4 to 6 hours. But when I spray this on a sweater or my clothes, I can still smell it the next day. And it is beautiful. I'll go over the notes of these in my fragrance video. And then I also found a couple of fragrance channels that I am loving. The first one, her name is Mila. She's a beautiful Russian girl that lives in Switzerland, and I think her accent is French. She has a great sense of humor, kind of dry. Her accent's adorable. She's beautiful, and I love her fragrance reviews. She makes me laugh so hard. Now, there's a tiny bit of language in her videos, but with her accent, it doesn't even sound bad. Even when she does have any language, it doesn't sound bad because she has such an adorable accent. And then my next one is the Eva Monroe. And I'm addicted to her fragrance videos. She gives the best fragrance reviews, and she's in a room full of fragrances, and her taste runs real close to Demi Rawlings that I talked about last month. Okay, next I have one show for you, and it's on Netflix, and it's called Retribution. Excellent. It's the same mood as Deadwater Fell and The Secret off the, is it Acorn Network? I think it's the Acorn Network. I can't remember. But it's British TV, and it was excellent. I think it had 4 or 5 episodes that went really, really deep. And it was a whodunit. 2 kids, I'll call them kids, you know, like my kids' ages, had just gotten married. They're found murdered. It's a really tight-knit community. Who did it? You know, it's going to be somebody that everybody knows and cares about. Excellent show. My husband and I both loved it. Okay, and that is all of my normal favorites. I have a spiritual section at the end of most of my favorites, and I do. Again, this month, if you're not spiritual or are not interested in that, you can click off now, but thank you again, as usual, for visiting me. I always appreciate you stopping by. And for my spiritual, my first one is, my husband just brought me this, and it's called Ending Your Day Right. It's Devotions by Joyce Meyer. I just started this, but what I love about it is, if you've been with me, you know I do 2 devotionals during the day. I do one in the morning, I do one in the afternoon, and right now, that's just what I need. With all the news and, you know, we all know we're in turbulent times, so I'm doing a devotional in the morning, I'm doing one in the afternoon, and then he brought me this, and it's just the punctuation on the end of my day because they are such short little nuggets. And I love Joyce Meyer. I feel like she's one of the best Christian authors out there. She's succinct. She gets her points across very well, and I love her style. And she's very no nonsense. And look how short those are. Just another little reminder at the end of the day that he is in control. Okay, and then my last spiritual item is a book by Priscilla Shirer, one of my favorite authors. She's always an easy read, and she always has something good to say, a lot good to say. And this is called Discerning the Voice of God, How to Recognize When God is Speaking. I'm terrible at summarizing books, so I'm going to read you what it says, and then I've picked out a few good selections in here to read to you. It says, is that you, God? Wherever you are in your spiritual walk, God will find a way to speak to you in a way you will understand. Become acquainted with the voice that has spoken from a fire and a cloud, with visible signs and an invisible spirit through a burning bush and burning hearts. Okay, some parts that I picked out in here. Okay, the Holy Spirit is to us what the control tower is to an airplane pilot. The Spirit's ability to see what we cannot provides us with insight we could never obtain through onboard instruments alone. And yes, sometimes what he asks of us puts us in a place of discomfort that at the time seems unnecessary from our vantage point, but trusting him and responding to him is always in our best interest. And that reminded me of, he knows things we don't. And he knows how things are going to end up, that we don't know how they're going to end up. But he's in control. I loved that. He's like the air traffic controller. And we're down here and can't see the big picture. So I loved that. Okay, and then on page 88, because he yearns for you to know his will. I love this. Because he yearns for you to know his will. The fact that you still make mistakes or get your signals crossed from time to time won't cause him to back down or quit speaking. Look, we don't have to be scared we're not going to hear him. He'll make sure we hear him. He'll keep coming back. Or he'll keep sending signs. God doesn't count you out after you've moved forward in an area you thought was his will, only to discover later that it wasn't. I loved that. We don't have to be afraid we're not going to hear him correctly. He will be sure we get the right, he'll be sure we get the right message. Okay, and then I'll read you one more. Okay, this is a good one. Let's recall what God sounds like when he speaks. 1, he is persistent. 2, he speaks personally. 3, he brings a sense of peace. 4, he often delivers a challenge. And he speaks principally through his word. His word is always true. And she says that several times. He speaks through his word. So if we want to hear him, we need to be in his word so that when he speaks, we recognize him. She also says, okay, one more. She also says he will never say anything contrary to his word. So anyway, and that may be common sense to you or maybe not. So anyway, I'm loving this book. I've still got 2 chapters left in it. Excellent and worth a read. And that is all of my favorites. I feel like this was a marathon this month. But anyway, y'all definitely down below let us know some of your favorites so that we can all pick those up and love them with you. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Leave comments and questions down below. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all have a good day. Bye.